Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. On play action, Prescott. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Off the play fake, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup.
And it look like easy money right now. This shit look like easy money.
Back-to-back good plays.
That could have threw 500 yards.
Throwing, Prescott.
That throwing for 500 yards, man. Oh my God.
Is incomplete. The Cowboys at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home ground behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
No more balls.
Right where this set of downs started,
put a bounty on my head,
here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Put a bounty on my head. Dog, this nigga so goddamn sorry, bro.
But it's going to wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Nigga overthrew him. Oh, bro.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Stafford.
Pick. Oh my God, man.
Akers complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being
I read that shit perfect. Come on, man.
Line of scrimmage,
let me jump that shit.
As they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Hit stick.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
My God.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the
outside.
Great
confidence,
great skill.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd and 10, Stafford.
Good
Get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive.
That's crazy. He caught that shit, bro.
Controlling the clock.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. Akers diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Get turned, man. Let me sit up, man. Let me sit up real quick. I'm just talking crazy.
Play action now. Prescott.
And he caught that?
Oh, and the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine giving up 2 touchdowns on the road.
Ain't no way he probably got that ball off, bro. Ain't no way he probably got the fucking ball, man.
57 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. They'll run here with Akers. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time. It sets up second and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Stafford.
Pick. That's fucking nuts, bro.
That's a pretty play.
That's
there.
fucking
in the
nuts.
last second, helped force the ball free and kept them out of the end zone.
Big play coming here. It's
TLC, huh? Pick. Oh, hell no.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there.
The fuck?
4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught it, you have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
This nigga just caught the ball like crazy just now. Like,
they come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So you say they should get your ass.
They snap it to Stafford.
Bro, that is crazy, bro. Hey, 2 niggas open up the gap and nobody run through that shit.
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football.
Bro, this, oh yeah, bro, this bullshit.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance.
Yeah, the Rams have got that ball.
Out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball.
It's a lot of fluky shit going on.
Maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
Good shit.
Got Ezekiel Elliott.
Bruh.
Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Keep going.
Give to Elliott. And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Got him.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. Here's Prescott. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
And down him.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
Come on, 53, bro. Come on, bro.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Kill. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Wide angle. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. Oh, trying to fit
the
it
nigga
Shepard, but it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there. Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
32.
No 21, bro. No 21 jump.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down.
Pick. Oh.
Throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford.
Got him.
Forced out to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record
that boy
his
trying to
5th
go for
sack
it.
of the season.
Bro, ain't no 21 shit over here now. You go tighten up, bit
Have
dog.
to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
I don't trust that punt.
Plays that can focus their defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
coming
the
clean
coach is
off
walking
the
that
head,
line
bro.
of being calm and really being firm with his team. Add one, tell me
Nobody
one,
can
see that
contain
we're
him
having a
over there,
tough
bro.
patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch,
Got him,
so
man.
you gotta do something.
Got him, man. Ain't no 21, man. Ain't no 21, man. Stop trying me. Fool ain't scoring no more. He scored 14 points. That's it.
55 yards.
He scored 14 points on some fluke ass shit, man.
They are in for 6. Z-line good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect we'll go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After the interception, here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. Down inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And that is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion, the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll run for it with Akers. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Fielded at the 20. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week and made all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Out set there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want...
And now here's another interception. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll run on first down with Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Touchdown! 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
On play action, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 quarters in the books. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On first down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On second down, Elliott. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Ready, move.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 50.
Throwing is Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
50.
Play action. Stafford sliding out of the pocket. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go, 47.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us 1 step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Hey, kill. Here we go, 47. Hey, 47. 26.
4th down, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And now here is another interception. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Hey, Cam! Here we go, 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. Prescott. Ball delivered complete on the crossing route Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. One last shot now for Prescott. And that's caught at the 2. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no short
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your It's week 2 of the National Football League. Up next, we'll see Russell Wilson. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Broncos and the Texans.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but